Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying the left side. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so they can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Shuck. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And the Cardinals are on the move. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll pull it down and run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. The expressway is wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They go to the ground. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Louisville 7, Michigan 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Easy.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Going to the running game. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Shuck. Gets open down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Lacy. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the 22 on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense with the scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you tonight. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Dropping back, it's Shuck. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
Game tied.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've been running it, but now the pass. Looking left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Getting some heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Michigan 24, Louisville 17.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They move the tight end all over. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Headed back out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Dances away to buy time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man, it's Shuck. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Timeout, Michigan.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Louisville!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll go with a direct snap. Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip.
Michigan, 31. Louisville, 25.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll leave it with him. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It's one thing to